Hello and welcome to AuviTran's SWD5G presentation. In this video we will present our network dual 5-port gigabit switch, which has many functionalities. Let's open AVIS monitor and access to the switch this way or through the slot setup here. Now the first functionality is the split mode, which will physically split the top layer 1 to 5 ports from the bottom layer 6 to 10 ports, so that you have two independent switches in a tiny little space. It's when you click save that it will take action and you will see the LED turning red on the device. We will take advanced mode for full functionalities, and we will create VLANs which are actually virtually independent subnetworks. For example, we can create two VLANs and put inside these VLANs any port that we want. So let's put 1 to 4 in VLAN 10 and 6 to 9 in VLAN 20. U stands for user or untagged and T for trunk or tagged. Simply, T will keep the VLAN tag whereas U won't. Then we have the spanning tree mode, where it will automatically delete and create paths in your network for optimizing network loops. I advise you to mainly use FSTP, which is the fastest one, but then you also have normal STP, RSTP, which is a bit faster, and MSTP, which is used for multiple STPs in different VLANs. Once we have selected FSTP, you must select your interport switch, which will integrate the FSTP and transport the VLANs. The interport switch selected ports can only be assigned as Ts, as they have to transport the VLAN tags. And then you have several options, as force untag, which will force untag your frames. You can filter multicast messages onto selected ports, and you can filter the STP protocol on the devices which can't manage it. Okay, so now for understanding better, we will present you a specific example how to use these switches. So, the example here is a live concert where we would have the front of house mixing desk with its various consoles and computers who will mix the sound for the audience. Then we would have the stage with its various musicians and monitors. Then we would have a recording room with computers and a console. And finally a stage monitoring desk with its console, which is on the side of the stage. So in the FRH we will have an AVBX7 with a Dante, a switch, a Netasound and a MADI card, plus multiple AES CBU and analog outputs for surround speakers, for example. On the stage we will have two AVBX7 with a Dante card in each and a switch card in the bottom one. We will also have 32 analog inputs and 16 AES CBU outputs for the front speakers, for example. For the recording and stage monitoring, we will have two AVBX3s with a Dante and a switch card in both, with an extra MADI and ADAT card in the third slot. So for the network, which will link the SWD5G cards, we will use a fiber optical ring topology. To avoid a network loop, let's just take out a link temporarily. And just like previously, we will select ports 1 to 4 into VLAN 10 and ports 6 to 9 in VLAN 20. Then we will select ports 5 and 10 for interport switch, activate the FSTP, so now we can close the loop, and transport the two VLAN into the ring topology. The advantage of this configuration is that you use very few cables, and if one link is broken, the FSTP will automatically recreate a second link so that you never lose your signal. We have purposely created these two VLANs to put the primary Dante network onto the first one and the secondary Dante network onto the second one. Now you can connect all the consoles onto the first VLAN and onto the second one. You can connect all your computers to the network, and now you have created a redundant network in a simple ring topology combining Dante, MADI, Netasound, ADAT and AES EBU digital protocols. And let the musicians play.